This is Vivo X60 Pro review. It launches for £749, 1,099 Australian dollars, so about $1,200, though Vivo doesn't sell its phones here. In comparison to the myriad supersized smartphones that are prevalent in this price tier, the Vivo X60 Pro is quite light at 179 grams, which might make it attractive to some. It measures 158.6 by 73.2 by 7.9 millimeters, so it's quite thin when put next to competing smartphones. We like the design of the phone, and all of the buttons are within reach, and we think it's easy to use one hand. It's got a USB-C port and a volume rocker and power button, but no 3.5mm headphone jack, wired headphone fans. The display and back of the phone are coated in glass, while the frame is aluminum. It looks and feels great, but it might not hold up to drops and knocks as well as a plastic phone. The back of the phone has a rectangular camera array that houses the 3 rear cameras. This doesn't stick out too far, and this doesn't affect the phone's pocketability. It comes in 2 colors, shimmer blue, a pale pearlescent shade, or midnight black, the phone pictured here, which looks distinctly navy blue to us. Whichever color you pick, this has an understated design and a trendy look. Unlike most smartphones at this price point, the Vivo X60 Pro has an average-looking screen. However, given how good displays can look on this kind of phone, that's not a bad thing. It's a 6.56-inch display with curved edges and a hole for the front-facing camera. The bezels around it are thin and unobtrusive. The display has a resolution of 1080 by 2376, or FHD+, which is fairly standard for a smartphone, both with 2K displays. It uses an AMOLED screen with HDR10+, so colors are vibrant and bold. There are 4 cameras on the Vivo X60 Pro, 1 on the front and 3 on the back. The main camera is a 48MP f/1.5 shooter on the back, and we were really impressed with the results. Photos looked bright with a lot of detail, and the built-in gimbal stabilizer works really well to fix shaky photos. With the main camera, if we had a complaint, it's that dark areas of well-lit images were crushed to black or near black, leaving it hard to tell what is going on and making the image look murky compared to brighter areas elsewhere. With the second rear camera, which is a 13MP f/2.5 telephoto camera, you're able to optically zoom up to 2x, and it's great to see a telephoto snapper here since many flagship phones exclude one. The photos taken with this camera looked fine, resembling non-zoomed photos, despite the same black-crushing issues as mentioned above. It can record videos up to 4K resolution and 60 FPS, and that may seem standard for a smartphone, but here the gimbal stabilizer in the main camera really shines. Vivo's X60 Pro is powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon 870 chipset, which is a powerful processor found in a few mid-range and low-cost phones, but it's not quite up to the same standards as its rivals. Most high-end phones and most mid-range phones rely on the Snapdragon 888, which was the strongest Android processor at the time of the X60 Pro's launch. Due to this, Vivo's phone is powerful, but not as powerful as other phones at this price point. If processing power is a priority for you, you can get a phone at a better price. Vivo X60 Pro, we found, is really snappy, especially when it comes to gaming, with hardly any freezes or lags when playing top games. Depending on how you use your phone, and which games you play. We didn't rate the X60 Pro speakers, music played through them sounded a little tinny and flat. You might not mind this when playing a quick game, but you might want to use headphones for listening to music or watching a movie. Vivo X60 Pro has a relatively small battery at 4200 mAh compared to lots of its premium rivals. Vivo X60 Pro has a battery-saving mode that cuts down on battery drain by shutting off background syncing, turning on dark mode, and turning off data consumption to 4G speeds, and this ensured the phone would last a day. If you use your phone heavily or get battery jitters easily, this phone isn't the best for you. The battery is charged at 33 watts, which gets it from empty to full in just over an hour, but fast charging is becoming an expected feature on premium phones, and the Vivo phone doesn't have it.